I just finished my Masters and I kind of just wanted to explore the world a little more, see something new and somewhere new. So I just had a look around for kind of different internships in different locations, and I thought China would be a good experience. A good mix of things here. In the big cities, especially Shanghai, we're very modern and there's always something going on. It's always very busy, which is kind of both a good thing and a bad thing. You know, sometimes, you know, it can get a bit much, but at the same time, there's always something to do, you know. Well, the food is fantastic. It's quite funny because one of the questions that expats often ask each other when they first arrive here is like, so have you kind of cooked a meal yet? Because you can get very good meals here for very cheap. And you can also get some very good meals for very expensive here as well. I think it's a good place to try different foods. It brings together a lot of different cultures and you can find almost every type of food here, so it's good in that regard. The people themselves are kind of very friendly, and what I did notice is that if you go to some of the more quieter places in China, you can kind of stand out quite a bit, but in Shanghai we're kind of more used to the international crowd, and in that way it can kind of be easier just to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, just integrate with the people as well. It's kind of strange, I think, because I found Shanghai is more of an event city. There's always something going on, but things to do in general, I don't know, I think more just kind of trying new things. That's what Shanghai is about, you know. There's always like some new party going on or some new art exhibition to see, or just basically kind of big events just happening here and there. So it's kind of fun just kind of trying all these new things. Getting around Shanghai is pretty cheap compared to where I come from anyway. The metro system is very good. It can usually get you to where you need to go, or very close to it at least. Taxi cabs are usually pretty cheap as well. The only kind of time they kind of are a bit more expensive is kind of the standard things with cities. You know, if you get a taxi from the airport or something like that, then, you know, expect to pay a little more. Yeah, I think it's very cheap to get around and very easy. I think nowadays, well, I remember going to a few kind of careers conventions when I was still at university, and they said something like, I can't remember the exact figure, but it was a very small figure of people actually have an internship. The companies look on it as like something very good, because it also illustrates that you have skills in other areas. If you have a university qualification, it's very good, but just the work structure is very different, you know. You have to be in at the office at 9, you leave at a certain time as well. Well, it depends on the job, of course, but and you'll be working with a team, perhaps. The work environment is very different. And a lot of employers are looking for people who have also proven themselves to be adaptable to the working environment. I'm actually quite surprised at how similar it is. The hours are a little different. The hours here are a little longer than my jobs back home. At the same time, the office here is very casual. The people I work with are great people as well. Probably a lot more difficult because I think communication is very important, and agencies like Gi2C help bridge the gap in communication. When you're communicating with people, you know, halfway across the world, it becomes very difficult. Sometimes for my internship here, I will be talking to people in Germany. And just as we're kind of, well, it's a little better now that the times have changed, but sometimes when you're just about to leave the office, we're just kind of getting up. So kind of factors like that make it kind of easier just to kind of get an internship here. Helped organise Mandarin classes, which was quite good. That I think came in very helpful. Once you know the basics, it becomes a lot easier to kind of navigate the city, kind of order cabs and things. I also think it's the same with like a lot of countries. I think if somebody is trying to integrate themselves, pick up some of the language, people are more welcoming of that fact as well, you know. So that was very helpful. Gi2C also organise certain events, which are good for kind of meeting new people and just kind of exploring the city a bit more. So I think both factors, Gi2C helped a lot. Basically, make the most of your time here, try and travel and see as much as possible, and yeah, just explore the culture as much as you can. You know, it's maybe a once in a lifetime opportunity, so yeah, make the most of it. So, yeah.